Hi people, my name is Ugochukwu. Today is June 8th, 2021. I have another interesting stuff for you. You see the article you're looking at? It's well, somebody made that. They made it from June 6th, 2021 broadcast that Nnamdi Kanu made, right? So that's a quote from that broadcast. It's about 2 days ago. Today is Monday, right? I'm sorry, today is Tuesday. So he would have made that on Sunday, right? Let me read what he says. This is Nnamdi talking now. I am advising any young man, boy or girl, to leave the East, or you go to the bush to join the men, because in the next couple of days, a very heavy rain will fall. Leave the East, or go into the bush. Leave the East, or go into the bush, right? Okay, the person that sent me that also sent me this. I guess there's somebody called Barrister Emeka Ugu Onye. He wrote this. I guess they say he's a lawyer for due process. He's a due process advocate, right? Now, here is what he says. He said the lawyer says, I have 9 questions from Nnamdi Kanu. I just don't understand this at all. You spent years telling our youths to fight, that they could defeat Janjaweed Nigeria army. And then at the last minute, you are telling them, now I'm over here, I'm just reading. You are telling them to go into bushes or they will be in the graves. In their graves. 1. Why didn't you tell them this all along? 2. Why didn't you tell them that the only way they could respond to the army is to go into the bush? This one beats me. And then he says, by the way, question 3, which bush should they go into? Question 4, is it the same bush where the Air Force gunboats will be killing ESN members? Question number 5, so you think that Nigeria soldiers don't enter bushes when they are fighting? Question number 6, and are you not just telling the soldiers where to find our youths? And then he said more questions, and then he says, question number 7, how long would they stay in the bush? Question number 8, how would they get food in the bush? Question number 9, how would they cope with snakes and insects in the bush? Well, this sounds like a Nollywood comedy. Boys and girls frolicking inside the bushes. Mixing stupidity with alcohol and drugs will always cause confusion. By the way, man, some of you don't know how this stuff started. This Nnamdi Kanu thing. Nnamdi Kanu, there were a group of people in England, in London, that got together. Well, before that, Nnamdi Kanu was working for Wazirike, and then he fell out with Wazirike. Wazirike claimed that Nnamdi stole his money, and then for many years later, he was working for Wazirike as a radio broadcaster. Wazirike sent him to London to get a radio and broadcast. Wazirike paid for everything. But after he had a fallout with Wazirike, he was in London, doing nothing, living in his car. Eventually, he got together with a lot of people. They got a radio together. You remember the guy called Uche Mefo? They all got together, started doing the radio. But eventually, everybody started falling apart, right? Things started falling apart. People hijacked the stuff. Eventually, they sent Nnamdi Kanu and Wuchamafa hijacked the radio. That was after the radio started making money. People started donating money. But the word IPOB was coined by one lawyer. One lawyer called Barrister Meke Mekesui. He coined that, according to Meke Mekesui, was I forgot his name, the one that died. He used to be a Biafran soldier. He died. He was the one that coined the word indigenous people of Biafra. Because, see, they coined that word based on what the UN did. The UN had a document that gave the indigenous people of all nations the right to engage in self-determination. That's how they coined that word, indigenous people of Biafra. But anyway, so people start hijacking things. Nnamdi and whichever hijacked the radio, and then eventually, because of it was making money, eventually people were following them because when some of these kids listen to him, they think he's for real. I knew as far back as 2014 that the guy is a fake. I tried to warn people, nobody listened to me. People were even fighting me, but that's for another day. But what happened? The man hijacked this stuff. He saw an opportunity to make money because he was living in London in his car. He didn't have any job, nothing. He saw opportunity to make money. He took it. So this Biafra franchise for him is about a way of making money. If you look at the questions one by one, why didn't you tell, number one, why didn't you tell the youth this all along? He can't. He can't. The man, if he tell the youth the truth, then the youth will not follow him. They will not donate money to him. And they look at question number two, why didn't you tell them that the only way they could respond to the army is to go into bush? This one beats me. Well, he can't. Like I said, it's part of his lies. If he told the kids that he didn't have any army, no guns, no fighter jets, no armored tanks, they won't follow him. But see, the kids were following him thinking he had all this stuff because of the way he runs his mouth on the air. The kid will listen to him thinking he's prepared. In fact, one time he said he went to UN. He didn't go to UN. It was a Photoshop stuff. The man is just full of propaganda, lying to himself. Sooner or later, all this stuff will come out. Sooner or later, see, some people in America, in Canada, think that the man is doing something. So they're donating their money to him. I even heard that one nurse gave him 100,000 American dollars. They're wasting their time. This man is not, I understand some people say don't criticize him or this or that, but I'm just telling you the truth. Take it or leave it. If the man was actually for real, I wouldn't be out here criticizing him. What pains me is he's leading a lot of kids to their untimely death. He sent them out there, the Nigerian soldier will wipe them out, and everybody keeps quiet. Why should I keep quiet on that? Let him get out from Germany and go to Nigeria and fight, and then we'll know he's for real. Did you see Sunday Igboho? Today or yesterday, he was in the bushes looking for Fulani herdsmen that kill people in Yoruba land. Let Nnamdi Kanu come out as a man, go to Nigeria, carry AK-47 and fight, and then we'll know he's for real. Don't hide in Germany, sending innocent youths to go and be mowed down by the police. See number. Let me see. Look at number 4. Is it the same bush where the Air Force gunboats will be killing ESM members again? You tell them to go to bush. They don't. What do they have? Imagine you in the bush with AK-47, and somebody is on top of you in a helicopter with a heavy artillery. How can you beat them? How can you really beat them? You're telling them the mere fact that he's telling them to go to the bush or run away from Nigeria tells you a lot. Well, he told them to run away from the east or go to the bush. Where are they going to run to? I thought you were fighting for the east. Why are you telling them to run to? Like I said before, this man should have taken the fight to Sokoto, Kaduna, Kano, Abuja. If he was for it, he should have gone over there tell his kids to go over there and do suicide bombing or something, because they're getting killed anyway. Their lives are being wasted anywhere, so they're dying anywhere. Why not do it properly? That way you can bring the country down. That's what people disagree with this man. He doesn't listen. He wants to be in charge of everything. I will get to that in a minute. Look at number 5. So you think Nigerian soldiers don't enter bush when they are fighting? Of course they enter bush. That's how stupid Nnamdi Kanu is. He thinks he's smart. He knows it all. That's why he fought with everybody. Everybody that would have helped he helped him to go in the right direction. He fought with them. The last fight he had was with Uchemafo. He kicked Uchemafo out. And they were fighting over money. That tells you all you need to know. That way you know we're not lying. So if this man is actually doing something, then we can give him credit. I'm not going to come in here and say, man, don't criticize him. I will criticize him because he's not doing anything. Some people say if you go to Nigeria and criticize him, they will kill you. Well, I'm not in Nigeria. I'm in America. Come here. Find me and come and mess with me, and then I will show you the real soldiers, idiots, running your stupid ass mouth and having innocent kids go to their death. Look at number 6. And are you not just telling the soldiers where to find our youth? Yes, of course. By telling the kids to go to the bush, the soldiers now hear it. They know where they are. They look for them in the bush. You see what I just said? Why don't you train them? If you for real, train them. Send them to Sokoto. Send them to Kaduna. Send them to Kano. Send them to Abuja to go do operations there. Scatter them everywhere. That way you would know you're serious. Instead, you taking the theater of war to your own village, to Igboland, where innocent people are getting killed, and you want me to keep quiet. No. Some of us will not keep quiet. You are a crook. You can't do anything about it. You are a crook and a criminal and a terrorist. Look at number 7. How long will they stay in the bush? Okay, you tell somebody to stay in the bush. How are you going to give them food? When the military is out there with their helicopters looking for them in the bush, how are you going to go there and deliver food to them? Who will deliver the food? Who will cook the food and deliver it? And then look at number 8. How would they get food? Yes, I'll talk about that. How would they, number 9, how would they cope with snakes and insects in the bush? Of course, when you go into the bush, elements are in there. Snakes, crocodiles, mosquitoes, insects, all kinds are there. How do you sleep? How do you use the bathroom? What do you eat? How do you brush your mouth? Where do you get water? Telling them to go to the bush. This tells you how this man thinks. The man got no brain, but he thinks he got something in his skull. All he got is his mouth. Run his stupid ass mouth. People that would have helped him if he was for real. He changed all of them out. You don't want us to criticize Nnamdi Kanu. Who the fuck do you think you are? Look at what he's doing now, telling the kids to go to the bush. What are they going to do in the bush? Useless, making Igbo people look like retards. Running your mouth. You see the last sentence there? Mixing stupidity with alcohol and drug will always cause confusion. The man is always on drug. Always chasing women and drinking alcohol. So, basically, let me tell you something. Nnamdi Kanu, he thinks he's slick. He's not slick. The man is an asshole. The first mistake he's making, he operates on the false belief that he alone will get Biafra. He said, that's not possible. One man cannot get Biafra. If you really serious about that, you need to gather people together. You need to gather smart people around you and then let them help make decisions. But he won't do that because he thinks he's slick, he's smart. You see him, he's smart, telling kids to go to the bush. The second fatal mistake he's been making is he operates on the fatal belief that he is the only authority on Biafra. Like he knows everything about Biafra. Everybody else is dumb. That's what he's doing. You know, he alone is smart. He alone will get Biafra. He alone knows everything about Biafra. And that's why, look at this. He acts like he's the president of Biafra. He acts like as if he's the vice president of Biafra. He acts and talks as if he's the chief Biafran Navy. He talks and acts as if he's chief of Biafran Air Force, chief of Biafran Army, Chief of Biafran Special Forces, Chief of Biafran Accountant, Chief of Finance for Biafra, Chief of Technology for Biafra, Chief of Strategy for Biafra. Do you get the picture now? This man is chief of everything. He wants to be everything. That's why he talk and act like a retarded kid. Run to the bushes or run away from Biafra land. That's his strategy. Mr. Strategist, Army Strategist, Navy Strategist, Air Force Strategist, Special Force Strategist, Finance Strategist, Accountant Strategist, Technology Strategist. That's what Nnamdi Kanu is. One man doing all this stuff because he knows it all. That's why he chased everybody away. Now what he got in his brain is run to the bushes and run away. Retard. Running his stupid ass mouth. And people are here in America and Britain. I mean, here, yes, Britain too. America, Britain, and Canada giving him money. And they don't ask questions. What do you do with the money? What is your strategy? What is this? What is that? They don't ask. They just give him the money. And he's glad enough to take their money and put it in his pocket, chasing women. Chief strategist, chief army, chief this, chief that. Making Igbo people look like idiots. And then they're going in, soldiers are going in there slaughtering a lot of innocent people. I think you're smart. I hope they find you in Germany and arrest you. The serious people are in Yoruba land, going to bushes looking for you, looking for Fulani headsmen, and you running, hiding in Germany, telling people to go to bushes, idiots. When somebody says something, he says, don't criticize him. I will criticize you because you are a thief. Nothing but a thief. Looking for money to spend. That's all.